Hey guys, it's Hans Hobbies, and I finished the build of my Tamiya Holiday Buggy. You can see it's all built up here, just out of the box, no paint, no stickers or anything yet, just completely stock out of the box. This is how it's gonna look when you assemble it. Um, and I wanted to run it and just get it on film, just how it performs out of the box if you just build it up with no upgrades, no ball bearings or anything like that. It is running the stock plastic bushings as well as the stock 380 size motor, so we'll see how it runs, and of course the friction shocks. There are a couple notes I had while building it that I wish Tamiya improved. The DTO2 chassis in general is a pretty easy chassis to build, and it's a pretty decent chassis. So I didn't have any complaints, major complaints about the chassis in general. One thing is the same thing I noted in my Titan build is the servo area is a little bit tight. So you will have to do some trimming or some minor chassis modifications to get certain metal gear and certain common servos to fit. It seems like it's designed for like just a standard basic plastic gear Futaba servo or something like that. So that is something to keep in mind. Another thing is they left these holes in the front of the buggy here. Those are leftovers from the 80s chassis, just part of how the body mounted in the old one. So that's a little bit disappointing that they didn't fill these up and cover them up. It kind of makes the car look like it's missing a piece. So that's a bit unfortunate. I know they have the capability to change the molds because they changed the molds here. They made these cutouts for the modern version. So I don't know why when they were modifying this part, they didn't go ahead and just cover these up too. So that's a little bit disappointing. Another thing is I wish so the interior is not in right at the moment because I do have to paint it. But I wish the interior was molded in black because that would make it a lot easier for someone to just slap it in real quick, do very minor painting, and just get the buggy ready to go a lot quicker than having it in white because that does require a little bit more attention. But other than those small complaints, the build was relatively easy. Oh, the friction shocks. I wish the friction shocks came pre-assembled. I know they come pre-assembled on certain cars, so that's something I wish they did. But other than that, it was still a pretty easy build, and I didn't have any issues with it. No major issues with it, so let's actually see how it drives. So with the 380 motor, this car is very slow. It's also stuck. Let's give it a little tap. That right there is on a nickel metal battery, 3800 milliamp nickel metal battery. And this is top speed right here, so it is very slow, which is good for beginners and like kids and stuff. But for any like even minutely experienced hobbyists, they're going to want something a little faster. Thankfully, the 540 motor can be easily fit into this car because it is, of course, meant for a 540 motor. But you do have to get your own 17-tooth pinion gear, so that is something to keep in mind. But for kids and for beginners, I think it's okay. For me personally, I'm gonna be ripping that 380 motor out immediately. You can see it's so slow, even with a relatively powerful battery for nickel metal. You can't even hop the driveway. It's not even fast enough to hop the driveway, so it's pretty slow. It's pretty underwhelming. So ball bearings are something you would definitely want for this, and a bigger motor, a 540 motor, is something you would also want. You can maybe put a 380 brushless motor in there for a little bit more power, but yeah, you want something faster for that. But I'm glad I got this on film really quick. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a like, subscribe, comment down below, all that good YouTube shenanigans, and we'll see you guys next time.